Alright, welcome back to Cliffsides. Let's continue our adventure, and after the boss fight, you're going to go to a story round, do a side mission, and then you're going to continue your adventure into Rhamsted Cliffsides. Now, you might have already watched this video. I am reshooting it because I did one major mistake and I want to fix it. You do need to upgrade some of the characters that you're going to be facing to their alternate sides here. You're going to look at the back of them and it's going to tell you when to use them. So for example, the water lao is going to be the crystal water lao. They're going to get more powerful because we're getting more powerful. So obviously they don't want the game to be too easy. Okay, so for this one, set up the game exactly how it is. We're going to start over here. Very important rule for this one. I'm going to spoil the story a little bit. Remy got captured, so she's not available for this one. It's going to be Patrick instead. And I would definitely recommend getting Patrick's shotgun in the side mission because he becomes much more powerful and usable in the following missions. Alright, so for this one, you're going to read. We start there. The whole point is obviously getting to the blue one, and those are pretty much all the rules. The water lao are going to go last no matter what because they're unaware. And these red things or rocks can get moved just like in the first mission of the game, strength 10 check, and you can move them, sort of a thing that you're going to see when we go into the tunnels over here. Alright, so let's put this away. Let's zoom in. I believe this one was here. And this one goes here. Alright, so my initiative deck is here. For the first round of the game, oh, I'm zoomed in way too much. There you go, that's probably better. I mean, my strategy for this one, I've already done the mission, but I'm going to send a couple of guys up here to hide behind the tree, and then a couple of guys down here to start fighting the water lao. And hopefully the fraggers won't see me for the first couple of rounds, so they'll keep advancing, and we'll go in and take them out before any of the totems see us. Okay, so let's give this a good shuffle. Fraggers are going to go first, which is just a good thing. Alright, we already know the water lao is going to go last because they're unaware. Alright, and the first round of the game is just going to be a setup round. I'm going to make this super quick. Okay, so fraggers are going to go. If you go through their card, none of the things make any sense. Nobody adjacent, nobody within range 6, so on and so on. So they're going to move 4 towards the nearest opponent, which is Patrick at this moment. So this one's going to move 1, 2, 3. With 4 movement, he's stuck there. Number 2 is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one's going to move 1, 2, 3. And they're pretty much done. Now everyone else is just going to spend 1 SP, I think, to move. Let me double check that. So Patrick is ideally going to come towards these guys. So let me spend the 1 SP to move his 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then like the shadows. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like the shadow, still gets only here. So you know what? He's going to hide in the bushes right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's done. Now the reason I'm stopping here is because with range 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as long as nobody's in this area here, these guys still can't do a range 6, so they're still going to advance. Alright, so that was only 1 SP for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm still out of range of their spell, so they're just going to be doing regular ranged attacks, which is good. Okay, so that's going to be it for Patrick. He spent 1 SP. Pretty much everyone's going to get to 5 SP at the start of round 2. Zeke's going to go. Although for him, I think he's going to run for it. So if he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's his movement. He's going to spend an extra... Let's see. He's going to spend an extra movement point to go here. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he'll spend... No, and then he's good. So he's going to spend 2 out of his 5. So again, he's going to get to 6 next turn. All right, Rook's going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to stop right there. The beauty of this space is they're not going to have a line of sight to me. Because a good way of checking line of sight is you do a diagonal line. All right, and if you're on the upper side of it, you're going to end up having to go through this red square next to me. So you won't have line of sight. Whereas if they're directly on the diagonal or on this side of it, then they will have line of sight to me. So him, as you can see, if you do middle to middle, you just nick the red barrier right here. So he's going to stay here. And then Nightingale, pretty much going to do the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, she's got magic resistance, so she doesn't care if she gets blasted by these guys and their spells. So you know what? She's going to make a run for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So she's going to hide right here. And she's going to spend 2 SP to get there. Still bringing her to 5 next turn. And now the Waterlow is going to go. So let me go get their card. Alright, so first time we're going to be looking at the Crystal Waterlow card. Now, the card's exactly the same. The only things that change are their stats. So their defense got a lot better, their health got a lot better, and they're now rolling 2 oranges instead of 2, I believe it was purple dice? Yeah. Alright, so we're going to go through it, and basically for the red one, 1, 2, 3, 4, there is an opponent in their SOI, so they're going to do their spell ability. So it's going to be spell 6. Now they're casting with a teal instead of a white, much more powerful. Let's give it a roll. It's going to be 4, so 4 plus 6, 10. My defense for Nightingale is pretty terrible, actually. It's going to be a teal and a purple. Alright, but because I have the joining, which was one of these story upgrades that you're going to get as you go. She has magic resistance, so whatever magic damage I get is reduced by half. So let's give it a good roll. Oh boy, 4. So the difference is 6 plus 2, 8. Half of that is going to be 4 damage. So she's going to start off by taking 4 damage. Not a great way to start, rolling so badly, but it is what it is. All right, now this one's going to go. And to get into range of anyone, she's going to have to move twice. Now, range 6, the only person she can see is Rook. So she's going to attack Rook with her double orange ranged attack, which is the last one here. Oh, by the way, they're hitting us with this stuff. But you know what? Let me put those water markers up. I don't want to forget these water markers. So she hit me with an attack. So there's technically water here. And we'll see if that one hits with an attack. I'll just keep some of these water markers available. So that's going to hit. Oh man, I'm rolling really good for the Waterlow. So it's going to be 12 minus 12 because she's shooting through hindered terrain. So she's going to get a -1, or I'm going to get a +1 on my defense. So 12 minus 12 is 0. Each book and each shield is +1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And stars do nothing, so that's going to be 4 damage, physical damage. Rook's defense armor is 2, so Rook's going to just take 2 damage on that. Give him 2, and there you go. I'm actually going to keep the card right over here. Let's grab all the cards. So that was a quick first round. Next round is going to be much more exciting. Fragors will hopefully advance. Rook's going to go do some whirlwind to try to take them all out, and these guys are probably going to come after these Waterlow, who are really tough to take out now. Okay, so let's set up the initiative roll for turn number 2. Looks like Nightingale's first, then it's going to be Zeke, then the Water, then Rook, then the Fragor, and then Patrick is bringing up the rear. Okay, so let's take a look at Nightingale, what she's going to do. I'm thinking... I mean, she can stay there and chuck an arrow, but I think I am going to get just a bit closer so I don't have to go through this hidden or hindered terrain here, so she doesn't get a negative to shoot through it, right? So let's just move now. Although 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I will be in the line of sight of the Fragors, which is not something I want to do, or in range. Not the line of sight. So maybe I'll go here and take my chances. I could also race over here. Maybe that's not a bad idea. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I can chuck some arrows from here. But then the problem is if I'm here and I get my Paradigm Assault, I can't give any bonuses to anyone because everyone's going to be outside my SOI. So yeah, I have no choice. I have to go over here. Yeah, and from here, I'm just going to chuck an arrow. I actually forgot to give her SP for the turn, so it's going to be 1 to move. She already took 8 damage. 2 to attack. Alright, so I'm going to roll a teal and an orange. Now I'm trying to hit their defense is now an 11, and they ignore the symbols, that's why I'm not going to bother empowering it. So I do need to hit an 11. Let's see what happens. There you go, that's an 11. Is 3 the lowest that? No, there's a 2 on here. The problem is 3 on 11 versus 11, that's going to be 0 damage. Is there anything I can do? I can reroll that 3 technically and hope to get a lot better. You know what? I'm not going to do it because I'm going to attack again, I guess. Or maybe I should keep it to dodge. No, there's no point in dodging because she sends magic spells at me. So let me re-roll that 3. So I'm gonna exhaust my quiver here. That lets me re-roll one die. I'm gonna re-roll the 3. Hopefully it's a lot better. Well, there you go. That's better. So 15 minus 11, that's gonna be 4 damage. All right, but it's not just 4 damage. Oops. Let's use the red dice for them. I do have a new barbed arrow here, which is a common relic. And if I attack somebody that has no armor, I gain +3 physical damage. Okay, so that 3 is now a 7. Is there anything else? I have a pull ability. There's no point in pulling them out of the water. That's about it, I guess. Not much I can do. So I'm going to attack again. So let's spend an extra 2 SP. Let's attack again. Oh, I am going to use Paradigm Assault before I attack again. So I can give out a bonus to one of my team. Unfortunately, they're going to lose that bonus if they're in the SOI of a Waterlow. So I'm going to definitely give it to Rook, to Padrick, because right now he's outside of the SOI. So when they activate, he's still going to have it by the time it's his turn. So for him, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him... I might as well give him Barrier. Sure, let's give him Barrier. Some added defense. Or some added... Actually, you know what? Never mind. Instead of Barrier, let's give him Courage. And the reason I'm going to give him Courage is I think maybe I'm going to send him towards that way to attack the Fragors. And with this, he's going to get all kinds of extra symbols, dealing all kinds of extra damage. So let's give him that. Alright. Alright, so that's going to be it for her. Oh, she did pay for another attack. Can't forget about that. So let's attack again. So I got a 12. So 12 minus 11, 1 damage. Yeah, better than nothing. Again, though, I did hit, so my arrows come into play. So that's going to be an extra 3. So let's add an extra 2 here and an extra 1 here. So that's not bad. 2 different attacks. I get +6 damage as long as I hit on 2 different attacks, which is fantastic. Okay, is there anything else I want to do? I think I'm going to activate my Mend now so I don't forget. And I'm going to get my 2 heal tokens. I'm not going to activate this just now. Now I could technically chuck her a throwing knife. And if I roll let's see, an 11, they have 18 health. If I roll a 7, she's going to die outright. Let's take a chance. Fine. Let's get rid of the throwing knives. Let's get a purple die. Come on. Let's see. If I roll a 6, they're 11 plus 6, 17. No, I really need to roll a 7. Okay, let's try it. See what happens. And I got a 3. Not ideal, but there you go. So 3. Let's get rid of this. Now I think I'm done. I'm not going to heal myself just yet. I do have 12... plus 8 health here, so I got 20 health. I took 8. I still have 12 health, so I think I'm good. Do I want to pull something? Not really. I don't want to pull her any closer. It's kind of pointless. Actually, you know what? I will try to pull her. Make her go here so that maybe I can get 2 people next to her so that she does her crappy attack, melee attack, and then runs away, scurries away. Probably a good idea. So let me just try to do that. So I'm going to exhaust my my privateer crossbow. So this is a force 10 directly on her. Their check is 2 teals. I mean, it's not likely gonna hit. They need a 10, and they got a 10. All right, but if they didn't get a 10, she was gonna get pulled right next to me. All right, so that's gonna be it for Nightingale. Zeke's gonna go up next. All right, actually I forgot to give him his SP. All right, he used 2 last round, so he would have carried over 1 plus 3. Oh, sorry, he should be at 4, right? Yeah, it took him 2 SP to get here. So carried over 1, add 3. Yeah, we're good. So he's got the stuff he usually has. He's going to try to euthanasia spell on the Waterlow. Now, if he hits, he auto kills her because she's at 11, 12, 13, 14 out of 18. She only has 4 health left, so euthanasia spell will kill it. Okay, so let's spend 1 SP to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I need to stay here. Ideally I would have gone, actually it doesn't really matter, I'm in SOI anyway, so let's attack her from here. So I'm gonna go, you know what I'm gonna do first? I'm actually gonna do a gore shot first and hope that I miss. so that I can then get the +1 on the euthanasia spell after. So hedging my bets here. And also, if I do hit with the gore shot, I'm probably going to take the 2 damage to deal her 4 damage and kill her outright anyway. So I got 2 chances here to kill her. So let's do a gore shot. It's going to be straight up a teal attack. So +6 on this. Oh, 13. That's pretty good. Now their conviction check is 2 teal. So they need to get a 13 or they die. They got an 11. Alright, so I don't even need to use my euthanasia spell. Now I'm going to have to damage myself. How much damage? 2 irreducible damage. So let's get a 2 here. Deal myself 2 damage. And the spell's going to now deal 4 damage to the water Lao. 4 damage is going to kill her outright. Alright, that's going to give me a combat loot. I'll deal with all that later. Alright, so she's done. Now Zeke still has 3 SP to go. The thing with 3 SP though, there's not much he can do. He can't really attack anyone from way down here, and he already used his move ability. So I guess he's done. And you know what? I'm not even going to trigger my summoning just yet, because if I trigger it here, it's going to trigger this totem, and I already know what it's going to do, and I don't want to trigger it. And if I summon the summon up here somewhere, she's just going to get bulbed to death by the Fragors who are going to activate afterwards. So wait, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I could go here, activate this. Oh, I did forget to put the blue exit. Oops. Sorry about that. We sort of need to know where we're going. Because from here, she's going to get 2 bulbs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Although I'll have a movement later where I can move out of the way. Alright, you know what? That's fine. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to activate my summoning. Oops. Card went flying. That's going to give me 2 summon tokens. Here you go. And I think the summon I'm going to bring into play is the girl that's able to do magic spells. Whoops. I think her name is Elfie. Or Alpha. Or whatever her name is. And it needs to go into my SOI. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to spawn her right over here. Now by spawning her here, this totem is going to get activated. And guess what? A big nice Earth Lao is going to show up right over here. So let me go get their card. It's going to show up right after Zeke. And actually, my summon is going to appear after Zeke as well. Alright, so that's going to be Zeke's turn. He's going to carry over 3 SP into next turn. Going to be kind of pointless. But he's done. So let's move him out of the way. So up next is going to be my summon who's going to go. Actually, you know what? Let me make the Earth Lao go first. I don't think it really matters. So he's going to activate. He's going to go through his card, and nothing's in his reach 2, move within reach 2. So he's just going to move towards the closest opponent, which is my summon. So he's going to move at 4. 1, 2, 3. He's in water. So he's going to be stuck there. So this guy's going to lumber slowly across the battlefield over here. Alright, so now it's going to be my summon. Okay, so if you've never seen this summon before, she's a level 2 because I have a level 2 assemble skill, or the green skill, whatever it's called. So what does she do? She's good at giving out barriers. She removes bad effects from our team. She has a regular attack here. She can give out dodge tokens, and she has gore shot. Basically what I'm going to use her for, sending a lot of magic missiles out on the battlefield. Okay, so I'm going to activate her to do a gore shot or exhaust her. I'm going to pay 1 to empower it. So her casting is the same as my summoner, so it's going to be a teal. And I empowered it, so it's going to be a black die as well. So let's see, it's going to be 6 plus. Ooh, that's pretty good. 6 plus 8, which is 14. I don't even think they can block this, so let's see what's going to happen. Oh my goodness, he got 15. He blocked it. That's incredible. Oh, that's so funny. Now I'm going to use 1 movement point to get out of there. If not, she's going to face a bunch of bulbs to the face. So what she's going to do is she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she's going to stay right here, because from here, she's not going to get hit by any bulbs, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. If she stayed here, she's going to get hit by this bulb and this bulb. If she stayed here, the current was going to carry her here and then still get hit by this bulb. So from here, she's safe. All right, she's going to carry over 1 SP into next turn. There's not much she can do with 1 SP without exhausting herself, so she's pretty much done. The water Lao is going to go next. All right, this one's gonna go. Again, nobody in their SOI, nobody with positive effects, nobody adjacent, no spell because nobody's 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So again, movement, range 6, it's gonna be Rook because she doesn't have to move at all. Again, 2 oranges. I can't dodge because I'm in water. So let's see. Hopefully it's something low. So again, perfect. 9. They needed a 12 through hindering terrain, so that's a miss. Actually, wait. It was actually a 10 because of the book, but either way, it's a miss. So she's done. All right, now Rook's going to go next. The problem with Rook is that ideally, I would have loved the Fraggers to advance and then Rook would have jumped in. The problem now is if I jump in, it's going to activate this totem, which I really don't want to activate. So he has a couple of options. Either he spends another round hidden here in the forest and waits for them to advance, or he runs over here. They're still going to advance, but at least from here he has better options to how to attack next turn. Neither option is great. I don't like any of these. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would even cost him another movement point to move here. Oh, by the way, when he was here, 1, 2, 3, 4, nobody was in his SOI, so he wouldn't give out that barrier token to anyone there. Sorry about that. I forgot to mention that. But either way, we'll use 2 SOI to go here. Then these guys will move 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's still going to be a long time for me to go back in. So you know what? He's going to waste the whole turn. He's not going to do anything. He's going to wait to get in better position. The Fraggers are going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nobody's in their range 6, so they're going to move 4 spaces towards the closest enemy, which is Rook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 4, 4. Let's go like this. Right? I don't think it matters. And then Patrick is going to go. Now, Patrick has an interesting thing he can do. All right, because he's got a shotgun and 5 SP, I think what he's going to do is just going to go straight into this orange one and try to take him out. Yeah, let's do that. So let's give him his 3 SP. So he's going to be at 5. Spend 1 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to use his... sorry, wait, he was here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can use his Like the Shadows ability to get here. Another thing that I gotta realize is that when Rook comes in to do his whirlwind ability, if I'm in this area, I'm probably gonna get hit by that whirlwind. So I'm gonna have to not do whirlwind, which is not what I want to do. I do want to do whirlwind. So you know what? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's spend another 2 movement to get here, and then I'll use Like the Shadows to get out of there, I guess. Okay, so that's going to be an extra point here to do the extra movement. And you know what? Might as well spend all 3. So that's going to be a shotgun blast, and I'm going to empower it. Unfortunately, I do need a 12, so that's going to be a high number. But I'm going to be rolling a red and a green. So red and a green, and I'm empowering it. Let's try that. So let's see what happens. Now their defense is, where's their card? Where's their card? Where's their card? It's over here. So their defense is 11 plus the hinder terrain, which is 12. Wow, that is quite a bit. All right, but I'm rolling a red die that goes all the way to 9. So if I can roll a 9, that'll be fantastic. Okay, this is not so bad. This is actually fantastic. Okay, because Patrick has the same ability that Nightingale has, which is Kill the Messenger, where I can exhaust this to turn the lowest die result into the highest die result. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So instead of missing, I'm going to turn the 3, because 3 is the lowest value die on red. And guess what? I'm going to change it into a 9. Boom! Just like that, instead of being a 10, the total is a 16. Their defense is 12, so we're already looking at 4 damage. Each shield is a damage, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. The star is 2 damage, 11 damage. Wait, let's calculate that again. So that was 4 with the difference. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, he's 1 away. They have 12 health. Well, that's how it is. So he's going to survive with 1 health left. So he's going to have 11. Boom, he is almost dead. A swift breeze will kill him. All right, but there you go. That's going to be it for the characters. Now, again, because I use that ability, I can't move out of the shadows, which is what I wanted to do. So now when I'm resetting the initiative deck, I'm really hoping that Patrick goes before the Fragors so that he can sort of kill this guy and then move out of the way from Rook's Whirlwind attack. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do because I won't be able to do Whirlwind. So I'm probably just going to have to move in and do some melee attacks, regular, which is not ideal. Okay, so let's see what's up. So Earthlau is going to go first. Then Elfie. Oh no, then the Fragors. Not ideal at all. Then Patrick, who's going to take some damage. Waterlow, Nightingale, Rook, and then Zeke. Okay, so let's deal with the Earthlau first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nobody's in the SOI. They can't move and attack anyone within range 2. So they're going to do move 4 towards the nearest opponent. The nearest opponent is Patrick. So I guess he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Sure. Let's do that. So they're done. Now my summon is going to go. Okay, so for my summon, give it 3 SP. I think what's going to be important to do is give barrier to somebody, especially Patrick, because he's about to just get owned by the Fragors and maybe die, because it's going to take a lot of attacks. So she's going to exhaust herself. She's going to deal herself 1 damage, I believe. If you read the thing, it's called Blood Barrier. She has to take 1 attack, 1 magic attack. So she's going to take 1 damage. But I'm going to be able to give barrier to Patrick. I think that's going to be a good thing. At least she's going to have 3 armor for all these attacks. But she's not done. She's going to spend 1 to move. So again, she's going to go back to where she was before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's going to do the exact same thing as before. Spend all. You know what? She just has to spend 1 because it's going to be an empowered. Oh no, she can't do Gore Shot. I just remembered she can't do Gore Shot because she's already exhausted herself to do the other ability. So she's gonna have 3 SP. Is there anything for her to do with 3 SP? I guess not. I guess she can stay here so that she gets magic attacked by the Waterlow because she's gonna be the tiebreaker. Yeah, let's do that. I guess not much else I can do. I could have stayed back, but the problem is they're gonna send their bulbs, and I don't want to be affecting 3 characters instead of just 2. Alright, so that's going to be it. Now, unfortunately, we do have to go through the Fragger card, which is going to be very painful. Okay, so anti-bulbs, whatever. Is there an opponent adjacent? Yes. Attack the opponent with the most damage, inflict disease. Well, that's the follow-up. So they're going to roll 2 teal. Now, my defense is... Alright, sorry. Let's restart this because I was activating them in the incorrect order. So the red one has to go first, then the purple, then the orange. I was actually... activating the orange one first. Okay, so the red one first. So nobody adjacent. Somebody within range 6. Yes, plenty of people. Which one is the farthest away? Let's see. Now, she doesn't have line of sight to these 2 because technically, again, you're going through this diagonal. You're going through this square that has Patrick in it to try to affect these 2. If you do middle to middle, you're actually hitting the square here, so you don't have a line of sight to these 2, and you don't have a line of sight to this one. So this is going to be a straight up attack against Patrick, so it's going to be a range. It's going to be a couple of teals. 8, not enough to hit. My defense is only 11 on that, so anyway, either way it doesn't hit, but it's going to put out one of those bulbs. So let me take a random one from the stack. It has to go where it affects the most people possible, because the first one, it's only going to affect 1 person. You know what? Actually, let me put on this side here. It might affect the most people like that. Alright, then it says, can it move and attack somebody in an adjacent? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. It can attack multiple people. So she's going to target Patrick first because he's in tiebreaker with the initiative track. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 to get right here. And actually, wait. Since I get to choose, I'm going to actually have her sit right over here because then the purple won't be able to do that, right? She's going to try to go around the other way. Okay, now when you're in melee, the last thing, very painful, straight up purple damage. This is going to affect both of us though. Now I do have 3 armor, so I remove 3 from this, although it is 6. So I'm going to suffer 3 damage for Patrick, but more importantly, they're going to suffer 3 damage as well. Sorry, 6 damage. They don't have armor. Can't forget that, they don't have armor. Okay, now we're going to do the exact same thing for the purple guy. Alright, so the purple one here, anyone adjacent? No. Is there anyone range 6? Yes. Both, actually it's only, again, Patrick, I believe. Let me check that. Yeah, it's going to be only Patrick because any other way to hit somebody far away, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the only people would be Rook and Nightingale, but he doesn't have line of sight to either of those guys because the red barrier or shooting through Patrick. So the only person he can target is Patrick. So again, it's going to be a double green attack. So that's going to be 8. That's going to be a miss because my defense is 11. Then that's going to send out a bulb, unfortunately. So again, shuffle the bulbs here. I'm not sure what it can be. I'm just going to put the bulb right there. Then can it move to be adjacent to something? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a no. So then it's going to do move towards the nearest opponent. So right now the nearest opponent is Patrick. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming something like that. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so they're done. Okay, now Patrick's going to go next. Oh, sorry. I forgot to activate the orange one. Man, there's so many of them. Okay, so the orange one, there is somebody adjacent to him. So he's going to do an attack. Hope this doesn't hit so I don't get diseased. Let's see what happens. Wow, I'm rolling really low today. So 7. Again, that's not enough to hit. So the follow-up doesn't happen. Now, range 6. For this one, though, the range is going to be Rook because he does have line of sight against Rook. He's just going to get a -1. Actually, is there a hindered terrain? No, just a -1 because there's no hindered terrain on the way. So it's going to be -12 for this. Wow, it's going to be a hit. So this is going to be 13 minus 12, which is 1 damage. 2, 3, 4 damage in total. I have 2 armor, so that's going to be 2 more damage for Rook. Alright, but I do have to place a bulb in his area. Let's just put it over here. Hopefully it's not paralyzed because that would be terrible. And then, can it move and attack somebody within range 4? Yes, it's going to be Patrick. So this is basically going to kill him because he has 1 life left. So hopefully I roll a 1 so that Patrick takes no damage and he takes 1 damage. Alright, but knowing my luck, I'm going to end up rolling a 7. Look at that, folks. I rolled a 1, the perfect result. I could have rolled a 2 or a 3 because my armor would have blocked it, but that's awesome. All right, so that's going to take him out. I'm going to grab another loot for that. And it's going to be, again, no damage for Patrick. Okay, so Patrick's going to go up next. I think this is going to be pretty easy. He's just going to try to blast this red one in the face. Alternatively, I'm going to get 3 SP. What I could do is, actually I even forgot to add, you know what, that thing should have died because I did have courage, so I was adding extra symbols. So you know what, wait a second, just gonna take a minor backsies here. So that final attack from that orange guy would have never hit because he would have been dead already. Sorry about that. So he would have never shot that bulb, he would have never damaged Rook, and he would have never tried that attack. He would have already been dead. I did forget that I gave him courage before. Got to keep track of all these things. Alright, so now it's his turn to go. He has 3 SP. So technically when this guy was here, let's see, he would have moved towards the closest person. So he would have gone 1, 2, 3, 4. He would have been here. Alright, there you go. Alright, sorry about that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use all 3 SP. And I'm going to do my final thing here, which is Doom the Masses. Alright, so that costs 3 SP as you can see, and I can target 2 different people in my line of sight and do 2 different attacks. All right, so the two that I'm going to attack is the red one and the purple one, I guess. Actually, you know what? I'll rather go for the water louse. So I'm going to attack him and him, her and him. All right, so let me do them one at a time. So the red one first is point blank range. So it's gonna, again, it's going to be a red and a green. Red and a green. So I'm trying to hit just 11 this time. No hinder terrain, nothing else in my way. Straight up shot in the face. Now just FYI, if this one here was hindered terrain, I am shooting through hindered terrain because both spots going diagonally is hindered terrain, but because one of them is not hindered terrain and the other one is hindered terrain, I'm sort of attacking on the left here. So let's roll this. It's going to be this minus 11. That's awesome. I rolled a 9. All right, so this is going to be 16 minus 11. We're already talking about 5 damage. Well, it's going to die. It only has 6 damage left. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the courage. 7, 8, 9 damage in total. Well, that's overkill. She's dead. All right, that's going to give me another loot. I'll take care of that later. Now I'm going to do my other shot against the water louse. Now, she's 1 space away. So I got to look here. 1 space is going to be a green and a teal. Sorry. 2 spaces away. So this is 1 space, this is 2 spaces. So again, a green and a teal. Now I'm trying to hit an 11. Okay, again, there's no hinder terrain or anything on the way. So straight up 11 and boom! Shotgun to the face. 16. All right, but I don't count my symbols because she has arcane. It's going to be 16 minus 11, 5 damage. Pow. All right, but he's not done. Right now he's going to do, like the shadows, to move 2 spaces and it doesn't cause break attack. So these bulbs are not going to go off. So I'm going to go 1, 2. Just to get into the open here. Maybe I'm going to walk around. Let's see what I want to do. But I just wanted to get away from these bulbs, which are kind of annoying. Yeah, there you go. So now Patrick is done. The water louse is going to go. All right, so let me go through their card. Is there anyone in her SOI that has an effect? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it's going to be Patrick. So I'm going to remove either barrier or courage. Let me remove courage because that's something that can sort of get discarded anyway if I miss an attack. So he's still going to have barrier. Next, she's going to do her multiple opponents. No. Is there somebody in her SOI? Yes, only Patrick. So she's going to attack Patrick with this. So it's going to be 6 plus 5. So that's going to be 11. My conviction check is not great. It's a white and a teal. So it's going to be 11 minus 11. Awesome. That's going to be 0 plus 2. Well, it's not going to be 0 plus 2. It's going to be 0 altogether because I protected against that attack. Boom, and she's done. All right, so now I got my 3 guys coming up. Hopefully I can clean up the rest of the board. But keep in mind that these stupid bulbs are anti-magic. So that's going to sort of nerf my summon and Zeke because they won't be able to do any magic attacks. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with them. But anyway, Nightingale's going to go. Unfortunately, she's going to cause break attacks no matter how she decides to get there. Although she has range 5. So she moved here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She does have range. And I don't think she has a choice because if she moves anywhere here, all kinds of stupid bulbs are going to burst. So let's do that. So she's going to move 1. Alright, so let's give her 3 SP. Sun exhaust, all this stuff. Let me just double check what this bow does. So I can exhaust it to figure within range force pull. Well, unfortunately, they're out of my range. But because of these arrows here, my range is actually increased by 1. Gain +1 to your range, so on and so on. So what I'm going to do is let's spend 2 to attack. Let's attack the... I have no choice. I got to attack the Fragor because she's not in my line of sight because the red thing. And I'm going to get a -1 to my attack. Well, he's in hindered terrain anyway, so whether I'm shooting through hindered terrain or he's in hindered terrain, doesn't really matter. So let's roll. It's going to be an orange and a teal. So what am I trying to get? A 12, I'm assuming. If I go down here, yeah, so 11 plus 1, 12. Should I empower this? I mean, what else am I going to do with 1 SP? Not much. Alright, so I might as well empower it. Everything else is kind of useless, so Let's roll my orange, my teal, and my black. All right, so a bunch of books. That was kind of pointless. Let's get rid of this. So I wasted the SP for nothing, but I did get 14. That's great. So 14 minus 12 is 2 damage. Every shield is damage, so 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. So 5 damage, but remember, because of my bow, the barbed arrows, these barbed arrows are amazing. Now, if they don't have armor, plus 3 damage. So 5 plus 3 is going to be 8 damage in total. Let's give it a 6 and a 2. And you know what? I might as well pop my once per encounter ability here to give everyone 1 SP, and she's gonna get 2. So let me just do that for all the characters, quick. Okay. And because I have, oh, by the way, I was supposed to do my Paradigm Assault. Let me do things in order. Paradigm Assault. Let me give. Let me give Padrick Courage again. I mean, he's probably going to lose it because the Waterlow is going to take it away next turn, but let me give it to him again. Let's give that to him. All right, and you know what? I'm going to attack because I already have my Kill the Messenger available. So as long as I roll the lowest on one of these 2 dice, I'm destined to hit, right? So it's going to be an orange and a teal, so I don't get to empower this. Well, she is rolling amazing. All right, so this is going to be 14 minus 12. That's going to be 2 damage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the star, plus 3, 10 damage. 10 damage to that. Well, she only had 4 life left. Doesn't matter. Technically, I just had to hit because with my plus 3 barbed arrows, it would have done 3 damage, and she had 4 damage left. So all I had to do was hit, and she would have died. All right, so there you go. I'll grab another loot for that. And now she is completely out of stuff. Now I can use my, I can't actually use my heal on myself because that would cost me 1 SP. So I'm looking over my cards. I think she's done really well this turn. There's not much else I can do. I didn't even have to use Kill the Messenger. She has no SP, so she's pretty much done. And now Rook, who's been standing there the whole match waiting to kill some Fragors, is literally gonna have to do nothing. I think I'm gonna have no choice. He's gonna run in. Oh, man, I don't even want to activate that totem because I'm gonna spoil it for you. Activating that totem is gonna generate a couple of these Gev guys at the beginning point over there, and I don't really want to face those guys. I'd rather just take the long way around. I mean, so I can race Rook all the way into the tunnels and get ready to face whatever is there. Maybe that's a good idea, and have everyone else try to take out the Waterlow. The problem is there's anti-magic, and the only way to freaking attack her is with magic, unless a Nightingale is gonna roll that high with her bow constantly. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to move into the entrance of the cave. All right, it's gonna be 7, another SP 9, another SP 11, another SP 13. Or does he just run like crazy, get the chest, maybe run to get the Earthlow, or else, you know, he's probably gonna get demolished by it either way. Man, okay, I think my plan is go in the tunnels and have all my magic take care of these things. Actually, wait, the anti-magic is gone. Very important. Anti-magic is gone because the Fraggers are all dead. So while Fragger is alive, any opponent can cast spells. Well, thankfully they're all dead. So these will still explode to do break attacks, but they won't do their anti-magic. So my guys can still come here and blast these guys with magic. So he's going to spend 4 SP. So a ton of his SP. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 2 SP. 10, 11, 3 SP. 12, 13. Boom. Just like that. That was his whole turn. I think he's going to go through the caves by himself and see if he can kill everything there. All right, so that's going to be it for him. Then Zeke's going to go last. And unfortunately for Zeke, he can't really do anything either. Because to get into SOI of the Waterlow, he's going to have to be like all the way down here or go by here. But the problem is this is super dangerous because if the Earthlow activates first, well, he's going to go there and take a gigantic swipe at Zeke and it's pretty much going to kill him. So what Zeke is going to do is nothing. Unless I move my summon, I go there and I blast her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up using both my summon tokens. Alright, so my first summon token, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have her attack Gore Shot the summon. So it's do an action. That's what the summon tokens do. You basically do a free action. So she's going to do her Gore Shot, try to take this guy down, and then she's going to use the second token to move away. So let's roll this die. So it's going to be 6 plus 6. It's actually 12, which is really good. So let's roll this as defense. And she rolled an 11. So the Gore Shot's going to hit. So that's going to be, we already calculated before. Remember, it's 6 damage, but I'm going to have to deal myself 2 damage. So I'm going to go up to 3. All right, so it's take 2 damage, and it's going to be the highest level of my caster times 2 of extra damage. So its highest level is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus the 2 of the basic Gore Shot, so that's going to be 6 damage in total. Okay, so that was one token. Now I can be super greedy and use my second token and attack and see if that hits to kill it. But I'd rather move out of the way, have Zeke come in, and then he's going to be able to do a couple of spells. All right, so I'm going to use my second token to do a free action again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stuck there. All right, now Zeke's going to go in, so he's going to spend 1 SP to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he's going to have to use another SP to move here. All right, so that was 2 SP, so he has 3 left. All right, so with 3 SP, the first thing he's going to do is a Gore Shot. Because if the Gore Shot hits, he automatically kills her. So I'm going to do a Gore Shot, and I'm not... I'm going to empower it. Should I empower it? No, I'm not going to empower it, because if I don't hit, then I can get a +1 on my next magic roll. All right, so let's roll my casting. So it's going to be 6 plus 5, 11. Another great roll. So let's see if she blocks this. If she doesn't hit an 11, she dies. Boom, just like that, 10. That's another 2 damage. I don't even have to... Oh, wait, she's not going to die. I forget. These are the beefed up ones. They have 18 health. Oh, I forgot about that. So this is going to be 2 damage unless I deal myself 2 damage to deal a 4 damage. Let's see, she's going to be at 11, 12, 13. There's no point in me dealing an extra 2 damage, because with a Euthanasia spell, she's going to die anyway. So let me just deal it 2 damage with the Gore Shot. And now my next attack, I'm going to pay for Euthanasia, and I'm going to empower it. So I don't get my +1 though. So let's empower it. So that's going to be all my SP. So he's pretty much done for the round after this attack. Let's see, it's hope for the best, hope for the best. Oh, 4 in all shields. That is absolutely horrible. Can I re-roll any of these? Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna use this once per encounter ability from my Ethereum Couture. It says at any time, re-roll any dice except for the black dice. Oh, except for the black dice. No, I want to roll the black dice. Alright, so I have no choice. It's gonna be 4, so it's only gonna be 10. She's probably gonna protect. I'm praying that she rolls a bunch of 3s. She got an 11, so there you go. So I'm gonna get a +1 on my next attack, but she's gonna be done. Well, he's done. Let me remove the Fragor card, because they're all dead. Alright, let me get all of these. Give it a good shuffle. Let me cut this and see who's first. It looks like the Earthlow is going to go, so it's good that I didn't move in, because now it's going to move in, but I'm just going to be out of his reach. Alright, so we're definitely going to run away as fast as we can. Oh, and it looks like the Waterlow is going to go last, and hopefully she's going to be dead. Okay, so Earthlow is going to go. Let me go get his card. Alright, so we already know nothing. Oh, he's going to give, actually, he's going to give out a barrier token to, oh no, that's not good. He's going to give out a barrier token to her. So not only is she super hard to hit, but she has an armor now. Ugh, that's annoying. Alright, but she's already at 11, 12, 13 out of 18. She only needs 5 damage, and a well-placed Euthanasia spell will kill her. Okay, so that was the barrier token. Then he's going to move towards the closest opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still out of reach 2, so he's done. Let me move all this life out of the way. Probably can't see it on the camera. It's behind the guy. So anyway, it is what it is. Can't really place this anywhere else where you can see it. Let's do it like that. Okay, so that was it for that guy. Now Rook is gonna go. Pretty simple for Rook. He's gonna spend 1 SP to come here. This totem is gonna spawn some stuff. Okay, so this is gonna be a chest that spawns here, and right over here. Let me go get the tile. It's gonna be this tile, I believe, that spawns here, and it's going to have a random chest placed right over here, and we're gonna spawn 4 capsicles. So I'll go on the east side of tile 1. So let's go. Only 3 of them go against the wall. So I'll put all of, let's say, the first group and the second group. Let's put them like this, something like that. I do need to place a. No, that's it. Now I need to do a perception 10 check. If I fail the perception, then his turn ends right away. Okay, so he's gonna do a perception. His perception check is 2, which is pretty bad. All right, but I get a +1 for that, so technically it's 3. So I do need a 7 for this. Oh man, this is not good. Oh, look at that, 12. He does it. Now, the thing is, let's see. So he just moved 1 space. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's still gonna attack me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I might still stay here, because by staying here, 2 of them are gonna come closer, and the other 2 are gonna stay back. Type of thing. Right? Alternatively, I can go right here, and 2 of them are gonna come over here. Actually, one's gonna come right over here and attack me as well with a -1. So unless I go right over here, then 2 are gonna, actually no, then they're all gonna come, because then they can shoot straight through. So you know what, I'm actually gonna end my movement right here. So Rook is literally doing nothing this whole match. He hasn't even swung his huge club. All right, but probably next turn he will, because these guys are all gonna advance. Now I do need to add the 2 cards. I'm gonna randomize it. These are Capesicle 1 and Capesicle 2 groups. So let's go like this. So it looks like group 1 is gonna go first. So Rook is done. So group circle 1 is this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He does make it, coming straight across, doing an attack. Now their attack is actually beefed up. This is another card that got updated. Let me go find one. Here we go. Let's put their card right over here. All right, so it's gonna be a orange and a white, because there's no other capesicles in their SOI. So let's go like this. Let's roll. Wow. Could they have rolled any lower? No. Okay, so that was their that was the first one. Let's see the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, he would do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe get here. Now he does have to roll the black die to see if he makes this jump. Probably does. Very rare that they die with the skull. 1 out of 6. So he makes it. Now he's gonna have a double orange attack. All right, for this one, I'm gonna definitely dodge that. All right, so let's spend 1 SP to dodge. All right, I don't want to really get a lot of damage from these capesicles. So it's gonna add +2, so I'm 11 + 2, which is 13, and they rolled a 10, so that's gonna be a hit. I didn't even need to dodge. Now the third one, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, can't hit me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, can't hit me. So he's gonna stay here, and they never jump 3 spaces. They at most jump is 2 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and from here you don't actually have line of sight. You go through the red barrier here. So he's done. All right, now the 4 to 6 are gonna go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so he's gonna come right over here. Actually, from here he does have line of sight as well. All right, if you go straight diagonal like this. So he's here. Now there's 2 other guys in his SOI. So you know what? Let me dodge again. Probably a good idea. I don't want to take too much damage from the damn capesicles, and I missed my dodge. Fantastic. So they're gonna roll a teal and a orange. So 2 people are in their SOI. 1, 2. So let's see what they get. Oh man. So it's gonna be 11. 11 minus 11. It's a hit. But luckily for me, 2 shields is 2 damage. I have 2 armor, so that's gonna be no damage. All right. So that was really lucky. So it looks like Zeke's gonna go up next, and his plan: euthanasia. Hopefully take her down. 3. I'm going to do the same thing as before. Let's do a gore shot. If I miss, add a +1 token. So I'm going to have a +2 for my euthanasia, which would be really impressive. So this is going to be just a straight up teal attack. See what happens. Now I keep rolling high for the gore shot, which I don't want. Okay, so it's going to be 7 + 6, 13. Their defense. I'm actually hoping that they block this because my 1 gore shot won't kill her. Because they're at 11, 12, 13. Actually, how much life do they have? Where's their card? It's over here. Actually, they have 18. They have 5 life left. Yeah, because I would do 4 damage max with a gore shot. So it would be kind of pointless. Yeah, and they got 12. So it's a hit. I got 13. They got a 12. So I'm going to deal it 2 damage. Oh man, they're 15 of 18, so 3 life left. So now I'm gonna go for the big shot here. I can't even empower it, or else I'm gonna not move and gonna get slaughtered by the Earthlow. Okay, I have no choice. I'm gonna have to take the chance because I really just have to kill this thing. So let's do 3. So I'm euthanasia plus the empower plus the +1. All right, here we go. So it's gonna be this +1. Come on, as long as I get over 13, I think I'm sitting pretty. All right, so it's 5, 6, 7 plus 6 is 13. I need it over 13 because the average on this, I believe, is like 12 or 13. So don't get 13. Don't get 13. Don't get 13. They got a 7. That's magnificent. She's gonna die. Barrier's gonna go away. Waterlock card, go away. Phew, those guys are tough. Let's get rid of the dice here, and we're done. All right, but unfortunately Zeke's sitting like a sitting duck because he can't really move, and the Earthlow is right over here. So next turn, if he activates before Zeke, I'm kind of screwed. Okay, I think everyone else is just gonna go through the tunnels probably. So let's go through Nightingale. Okay, so 3 SP. So what I'm thinking about her is maybe going right over here to chuck an arrow at the Earthlow and maybe do a Paradigm Assault to give somebody barrier. Now you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go put myself right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so that would have been 2 out of my 3 SP to move. All right, and now the current at the end of my turn is going to push me here, and I do want to be here because when she activates next turn, she'll be able to chuck an arrow at the Earthlow. And there you go, she's done. Next is going to be my summon. Okay, my summon. That's an exhauster. I gave her a spear. She's going to move. She's going to use 2 to move, so she moves at 6. So 8 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's gonna place herself right over here, right in between. Now I think what she's gonna do is give Rook barrier and then just do a melee attack against this red guy. All right, so she's gonna give herself 1 damage, so 4. Barrier does cost 1 SP to give out, so she's gonna go down to 2. Let me go get a barrier token, if I can find one. Here you go. I'm gonna give this to Rook. All right, it's gonna help next turn when he's gonna get attacked. All right, but then she has 2 SP left. Let's use 2. Let's gonna do a scalpel attack, which is the one right over here. It's gonna be a pretty crappy attack because it's gonna use the same dice as my caster. So it's gonna be a orange and a teal. Now in reality, I should technically keep those 2 to dodge, right? If I was playing smart. But you know what? Doesn't matter. Let's do it. So that's an 8. Is that a hit? Let's see. There's 2 others in their SOI. Their defense is now 10, so that's actually a miss. So that's going to be the end of her turn. All right, Patrick's going to last. Let's give him his SP. Actually, she should have been exhausted. So he's just going to move. So he moves at 6. So spend all 3 to move. So that's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then like the shadows to go 1, 2 over here. All right, sort of thing. And he's done. So I'm going to exhaust him because of the like the shadows. And there you go. We're all good. Let's get rid of all these cards. Now I'm hoping that Rook goes really early just to take care of some of these capsicles before they activate. If not, there's going to be a triple attack. There's going to be a triple attack, and there's going to be a possible poison attack, and then this one will be able to come in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he'll be able to attack through his ally here. My summon. So my summon looks like she's going to get absolutely destroyed this round if Rook doesn't go first. All right, so Patrick's going to go. Zeke. It's the capsicle 4 through 6, which isn't bad. It's only one guy. Then Rook's going to go. Okay, that's very good. Nightingale and capsicles. My summon, then the Earthlau is last, and this is great as well because he was going to go smash Zeke. So now everyone's going to be able to go into the caves before the Earthlau follows us. All right, so let's start off with Patrick, and we just looked at his card. On exhaust, get 3 SP. So he's got 4 SP, a bunch of different tokens. Let's see, he's here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to cost another 2, 7, 8 to go over here, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to spend 2 SP. Actually, no, he doesn't have to. He's going to spend 1. Actually, yeah, let's spend 2. Sorry, let's spend 2 to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right over here. And he's going to do an attack against the red one, because that's the only one he has. Actually, no, he has line of sight to the purple one too, if you do a diagonal line. But you know what? Let's attack the red one. So I'll play 2 to attack. And let's roll. I'm going to roll. It's 2 spaces away, so it's going to be a green and a teal. I'm trying to hit a defense of 10. See what happens. Well, that's not great. But what is fantastic, amazing, I love this ability, is if you look, kill the messenger. Boom. 4 is the lowest die on this one here. Let's see, there's a 6, there's a 5. So this is going to go to the highest result instead, which is a 9. Boom, and just like that, instead of missing, we're at 16 minus 10. We're already starting at 6 damage, 7 damage, 8 damage, 9 damage, 10 damage. With the star, 12 damage. Just like that, we just took him out. Boom. 1 shot to the face. All right, there you go. That was pretty efficient. And actually with courage, which is another 3 damage. That's awesome. Okay, Patrick's amazing with that shotgun. I highly recommend that you're doing the side mission with him. That you can go get him. All right, so Zeke's up next. Okay, for Zeke, let's unexhaust 3 SP. Now I'm definitely going to need to use one of these SP to move. Okay, because he's going to move at 4 plus reach 2. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he's going to be at reach 2. Of Zeke. So I don't want to be standing there when he activates, even though he activates last. So I either got to do a spell and run or just run. And considering I have a bunch of guys here to take care of these capsicles, I think I'm going to do a spell and run. So let's do 2 for the euthanasia. What's their spell? Let me go look at their card. Now their conviction is pretty awful. It's a white and a teal, much worse than the Waterlow. They roll at a great attack though. Their health is insane though, 30. I'm gonna have to hit it 5 times with my euthanasia to kill it. Not likely. Okay, so let's roll a teal, which is my euthanasia spell. So that's gonna be 3. That's not good. 6 plus 3 is only 9. The conviction check is this. Let's give it a good roll. And they got 9. All right, because they tied me, obviously, I'm gonna exhaust this, add a +1 token, blah, blah, blah. That's it for, oh, you know what, while I'm here, might as well gore shot it. So let me exhaust this. It's gonna do a whole 2 damage if I hit. That's gonna be 3, so 9 again. Not likely gonna hit. Oh, look at that, 15. Yeah, definitely not gonna hit. Let's move this here. So that's another miss. And now I'm going to use 1 to get the hell out of here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, actually, you know what? I can stay here because he's going to move 4 next turn. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he's going to be just out of spell range. So you know what? Let's just stay here. Maybe I'll come this way as well. We'll see what happens. Okay, so that's going to be it for the Zeke. Now the Capesicles are going to go. So this is 4 to 6. So 4 to 6 is only the green one. So the green one is going to do her second option, which is the ranged attack with the possible poison melee attack later. So it's going to be opponent adjacent, no. So it's going to be this one. So do a range attack and then move, do a melee attack and maybe inflict poison. So her range attack is going to be against, she can target either of these. It's going to be Rook as the initiative row. All right, so this is going to be a double, sorry, there's only one person, so it's going to be 2 oranges. Now I'm not going to dodge this one, I'm going to save my dodge for the second one. Because that's the one that's more important, because that one can give me poison, and I hate poison. So it's going to be this minus 11. So it's a hit. 11. Now they deal, let's see, each star and each shield is a damage, so it's going to be 1, 2 damage. Well, guess what? I have 2 armor. I'm good. No damage. That's awesome. All right, now they're going to jump in close. So move to the nearest opponent, make a, then it moves to be adjacent to the opponent with the most damage within range, then make an attack. Oh no, I didn't read that. So that's actually going to target my summon because she has the most damage. She has 4 damage and Rook only has 2 damage. So this is not good. There's a good chance that my summon gets poisoned, and that would be pretty awful. But my summon could actually remove status effects from herself using her spell. But let's see what happens. This is going to be a double orange again, minus 11. Again, 11, but this time it's going to be plus 1 damage. She has no armor, so I'm going to give her 1 damage. Although now she has to do a force 10 check. Now her check is going to be the same as my caster, which is going to be a white and a teal. Right, so she just needs to get a 10. There's a good chance she gets a 10 on this, right? And she rolled a 9, so she gets poisoned. Oh no! So next time every round that she activates, she's gonna get a purple die of damage. So I'm just gonna put this on her card, so I don't forget. Alright, that's all for that one. So now Rook's gonna go. Alright, Rook, pretty simple. He's just gonna start bashing this one in the face and maybe move and bash the other one. Alright, let's get 3 SP. You know what, I'm just gonna pay for it now. Spend all 4. There's gonna be 2 different attacks. Yes, you're supposed to do them differently, or 1 at a time. But that's fine. So it's going to be 2 teal and a black. So their defense is 10. So I'm obviously attacking the green one because it's the only one I have range 2 or melee range 2. Well, there you go. Unfortunately, that's all books. That's terrible. So it's going to be 13 minus 10, which is 3 damage. The double shield here is another 2, so that's 5 damage. See, I'm gonna end up throwing a purple die as well as extra damage. But you know what I'm gonna do? Should I re-roll that black die? No, I'm good. So it's gonna be 5 plus my hammer helm, which is 6 damage. I add a purple damage to that. It's gonna be 3, so that's gonna be 9 damage in total. Yeah, so 13 minus 10 is 3, 5, 6, 79. Yeah, 9. 6, 79. Maybe I should have rerolled it, because as long as this one... Oh no, because if this one had 1 book, I would have dealt it an extra 2. I would have needed 3 books to deal it 4 more damage. Alright, anyway, I already paid for the second attack. So I'm going to attack again. I still have my reroll, which is great. Let's do it. So that's going to be an 11. Okay, so that's a hit. 11 minus 10 is 1 damage. The double shield is 3 damage. So I'm only at 3 plus a purple die. Well, he only needed 3 to die. So 5. So it's going to be 8 damage, and he's done. Okay, so that's going to give me a loot because he's the only one from that group. So let me actually remove the card. And he's done. He's pretty much out of everything. I can't even do my fight drive. I can throw some chucking knives at one of them, but kind of pointless at this point. So let's go to the next person. So Nightingale. Let's get 3 SP. So I'm doing really well on this mission because not a lot of my guys took a lot of damage, which is very surprising. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna spend 2 SP. Whoops. 2 SP to do an attack, obviously attacking the Earth Lao over there. Now, I'm pretty sure that I ended her movement there last round and then the current pushed her in. Correct? I hope so, because if she ended there, then the current would have pushed her up. But let's just say I ended my turn there, so it pushed it there, which now gives me a perfect line of sight and attacking capabilities here. So this is going to be an attack orange and teal. You know what? I will empower it. Might as well at this point. Let's just do it. So that's a great roll again. I'm on fire. All right, so let's remove the cave sickle card just so that we know what we're looking at here. Okay, so this is a defense 10, armor 5. Oops. But 30 health. Okay, so 10, 5. So I got to keep that in mind. So it's minus 10. So it's going to be 13 minus 10, which is 3. Each shield is a damage, so 1, 2, 3 damage. So we're looking at 6. All right, 6, 6, 6. Now, what I can do is I can exhaust this to do armor piercing of 3. So 6 with 3 armor piercing. And I can't activate this because he does have armor, so I won't do the plus 3 damage. So 6 minus 2. Because he has 2 armor left from the 3 armor piercing. So it's going to be 4 damage. So 4 out of 30. Wow, this is going to take a while to take him down. But then I get to do my Paradigm Assault. I think I'm just going to give a haste to Zeke. And I'm going to move. No, you know what? Yeah, let me move. And I'm actually just going to go... over here, because when he moves he's going to go here and I'm still going to have line of sight to him, so that's going to be perfect right there. And there you go, that's it for her. Let's go cave sickles, just a couple of cave sickles left here. Still going to be attacking my summon, so let's go in order. Purple one's first. It's going to attack my summon. Remember, it's the 3x attack if she keeps hitting. So let's see the first one. 7, that's a miss. All right, so he's done his action. This one's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, actually he would have stopped over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he has range. He's gonna attack. This time it's gonna be 2 oranges, can't forget, because now this guy adds to his SOI. 10. My defense is 11, so that's a miss again. Wow, rolling very good, very well, I mean. So that's it for them. Now my summon's gonna go. All right, for her, pretty simple. Let's just spend nothing and just do a straight up gore shot. So let's see what happens. Gore shot time. So 3 plus 6 is 9. Actually, wait, I would have empowered it, obviously. Spend an extra 1 to empower it. So 9 plus 0. That's not good. And their conviction is this. So they need to get a 9. They got a 10, so they protect it against the gore shot. Then let me just do a, you know what, she's gonna hold on to her other 2 SP just so that she can dodge next turn. So she's done. Then the Earth Lao is gonna go. It's gonna be pretty simple. Move towards the closest opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's done. And there goes another round. So the mission's almost over. It's just gonna take me like 2 or 3 rounds just to kill this damn Earth Lao. But if I wanted to, I can just gun it and move these boulders and just run through the exit without having to activate that little totem there. Alternatively, what I might do is, even if I move these boulders and I activate this totem, it's gonna spawn 2 Gebs all the way down here. And because we're so far away, they're never gonna move. So then I can race up there, get the loot, and then race down. So, I mean, it might be a long mission, but I might not. I might cut it short so you don't see me just running across the map for no reason. Oh wow, look at that. Woo! Super lucky again. Looks like the Earth Lao is going to be last. Alright, so Nightingale's going to go. Pretty simple. Chuck a bunch more arrows. Okay, 3 more SP. Actually, I just realized one thing from this bow. I have a passive ability here where I can exhaust an arrow card to unexhaust this card. So by unexhausting this card, I can re-exhaust it to do armor piercing +3 again. So technically, every time she attacks, I have armor piercing 6, right? Because I'm not going to exhaust any of my arrows. So technically, that would have been an extra 2 damage I delivered last turn. Sorry about that. Now let's unexhaust my stuff. She's going to attack again. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. He's gonna move here and attack. So you know what? I do have to keep moving back. So I gotta keep 1 to move. So unfortunately, it's just a process of attacking, moving back, attacking, moving back. He's never gonna reach me at this point. I'm just gonna ping him to death, and eventually he'll die. But here he goes. Here goes nothing. It's gonna be an orange and a teal. So again, like I said, it's gonna be boring for you guys watching me keep attacking him, but it is what it is. So let's attack this. Wow, that is putrid. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do. Actually, let me re-roll the die here. I'm going to re-roll the 4. Let's see. There's 50% chance I roll better than a 4. And I rolled 2. Actually, that's amazing. Okay, sorry, getting excited. Kill the messenger. Turn that 2, because the lowest of die. Turn it into an 8. Boom. So that's going to be 14 minus 10. So we're looking at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage, and it's going to be straight 8 damage because, like usual, I'm going to exhaust this, then do this to unexhaust this, to re-exhaust this. So that's going to be straight 8 damage. Boom. All right. Nightingale, you're a champ. Okay, so she's going to move. And what she's going to do is she's going to go move. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3, and he's going to be stuck in the river here. So I'm going to move to be 5 away from that spot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, because then I'm shooting through hindered terrain. So maybe I should stay right here. He's going to be here. If I'm here, that would be perfect, because then I'm going to shoot straight diagonally like this, and I don't hit any of the hindered terrain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm kind of stuck there. So maybe next turn I'm going to move there and then do a diagonal shot like that. Sure, that's fine. Then Zeke's going to go. Where's Zeke anyway? He's over here. You know what? He's going to pass his turn. He's going to get ready for next turn. So he's going to have 5 SP to do a bunch of spells. So he's done. Then Rook's going to go. Rook, 3 SP. Spend 1 to move. So he's going to suffer a break attack by moving here and moving in. So because of that, he's going to move twice. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to move over here. He's going to get a break attack from this one. So it's going to be a double orange. Well, that's going to be a hit. So it's 12, 13, sorry, 12 minus 11, 1 damage, 2 shields, plus 2 damage, 3. Armor is actually 3. So that's no damage because of barrier. And armor here, so it's gonna be 2, 3, so no damage. Perfect. And from here, actually, you know what? He'll keep going. You know what? Never mind. He would have ran the whole way. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. He moves here. Spend 2 to attack. Let's smash this guy. Get up close and personal with this cave sickle. So now I need a 10. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna re-roll that black die. So let's do a hammer helm. Let's re-roll the black die. Maybe getting a little greedy here, unless hopefully I don't roll a skull. There you go, 3 shields. That's a lot better. So that's going to be 12 minus 10 is 2 damage, 4 damage, 6 damage, 8 damage. Hammer helm, 9 damage. Yeah, that was a 2. So 2, 9. That's 11 damage. Oh no, it's got 1 life left. Can I roll a bit higher? And I counted the hammer helm. There's not much else I can do. I could chuck it some throwing knives just to kill it. But I still got Padrick after me. He's going to attack that one, try to kill it. I think we're good. I think Rook's happy with that. If the enemy was stronger, I would probably throw it some knives, but it's just a capesicle, so that's fine. Alright, so next is going to be Padrick. 3 SP. an exhaust. So he's going to spend 1 to move. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do that. Spend 2 to attack. It's going to be a red and a green. It's going to be this minus 10. I got courage as well, so let's see what happens. Well, that's not a great roll, but still going to be a hit. So it's going to be 11 minus 10, 1 damage. The shield is plus 1, so 2 damage. Plus courage, 3 damage. And the star, 5 damage in total. 5. And he still has like the shadows. So you know what? He's going to use like the shadows to move 2 spaces. And he's going to move right over here. Alright, so next turn, if he wants, he's going to have 3 SP. He's going to be able to shoot 2 different guys. Alright, so that's going to be it. Now the Cave Sickle is going to go. This one's going to attack Rook. Is he gonna? Am I going to regret not killing him outright? Let's see. So this is going to be 11. So that's a miss. That's fine. Now this one's going to attack. This one's actually going to attack Patrick because my summon is after him in the initiative track. So let him turn this way. So this is going to be minus 11 as well. And look at that, I keep rolling amazing. Okay, that's the story of my round. So that's going to be a miss, and they're done. My summon's going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? She's going to gore shot this guy over here just to kill him. So it's going to be a teal. 7 plus, yeah, that's going to be an auto death. Their defense is a white and an orange, so they need to get 13 on this. Oh my god, and they got 15. They actually protected against the gore shot. Okay, so actually wait, that was 3 SP, that was exhaust for that. Actually I had to roll for the poison. Oops. Wait, you know what? Sorry, along the line, I totally forgot she had poison. I would have used the magic bomb from Rook to clear the poison. Sorry about that, because he was in range. So let's remove the poison. A lot to take in when you're playing by yourself. So you know what? She's gonna attack twice. Might as well. So use a 3, 4. She's gonna roll my caster's dice, which is a teal and an orange, and let's see if we can deal some damage. So straight up melee damage here. So missed on the first one, and on the second one, she could not have rolled any lower. All right, so there you go. There's a miss. Erdlau's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and he's stuck over there. Actually, I should have thought of that before. So Zeke actually would have backed up a bit. Let me lose an SP for that. Because it would have made no sense for him to be here, because then the Earthlau, if he activates first, is going to go smash him in the face. All right, but where he is now, he's both in 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, this is dangerous no matter where he is. All right, so let's say I was going to be there. That's fine. Take a chance. Take a chance. It's gonna be like a 2-hour video of me just running around killing cavesicles. Oh, look at that. Ursula goes first. Okay, so he's gonna go. Who's the closest one? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's gonna go towards her. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stuck. Then Patrick is gonna go. Guess what from here? Pretty simple. Let's use all 3. I'm gonna use all 3. I'm gonna do the bottom one here, which is the down the masses. 2 different guys I'm attacking. So let's attack the purple one first. This is gonna be a red and a green. Remember, with courage. Oh my god. Almost boxcars. That's gonna be 17s. Already 7 damage, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage with courage. Yeah, he's dead. Alright, and now this one here, this is range 2 though. This is gonna be a teal and a green. Well, still great. So 14, yeah, there you go. 14 minus 10. That's enough, at least 4 damage, so he's dead. It's gonna give me another loot. Let's get rid of that card. Alright, so he's done. Zeke's gonna go. He's gonna do a spell, Euthanasia with an Empower. So let's do that. Wow, look at that. That's going to be 17. He can't even block that, so that's going to be 6 damage plus a wilt. Now I'm thinking about just ending this mission now because she's just gonna go get the chest. These 2 guys are gonna go get the chest, move this, and these 2 guys, because he moves so slow, they're just gonna keep arrowing and sending magic damage. It's gonna be very boring for you guys to watch, to be honest. Then he's gonna do a gore shot against him. So teal. So 3. It's gonna be a 9. Let's see if I attack him. If he blocks it, he does block it, so there you go. And then let's see, 1, 2. So I'm just gonna move 1 space back. Actually, I'm gonna move up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I'm just gonna keep going around the map at this point. That was Zeke. Nightingale's gonna go again, straight shot. Pay for that. Again, I can't empower it because I do have to move at the end of my movement. So this is going to be a green and a teal. I missed, but remember, I can do kill the messenger. That changes this 2 into an 8. Boom, just like that. It's a 12 and it's a hit. So 12 minus 10 is 2 damage. 3, 4, 5 damage. We're looking at 5 plus wilt. Well, let me do the wilt to damage right away because this is irreducible. This is going to be 4. So remember 5, and I have all that armor piercing, so it's going to be straight up 5 damage. And then I'm going to move, and I'm just going to move 1 space back like this. 1, 2, 3. There you go. So let's see. 12, 18, 22, 27. He's got 27 health. My summon's going to go. Do I just go killer with my summon? I can't take the chance. My summon's going to go here. My summon's gonna go here. Yeah, I'll take a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, she's gonna get smashed if she gets hit. Do I take a chance, guys? No, I'll wait 1 more round. And then Rook is just gonna race across the map. And now the reason I'm not activating the chest is because one of the chests generates a Gev on the map. Yes, I'm cheating because I already knew what it did, but it is what it is. So I'm going to activate them all at the same time, and then we're just going to run through the exit over here. So as soon as I kill this guy, I mean, I'm going to end the video because Rook's going to easily push these boulders. I mean, he could have technically came here with his movement and moved the boulder. He had to roll a, what, a 4? Let me see. I had to roll a 4 on that. Yeah, there you go, 12. I moved 1. I'm going to move here, move the other boulder. Give me a straight shot to the exit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He activates first. And you know what, just for fun, let's use 2 of his SP to move both boulders. He failed the first one. He makes the second one, so let's move this boulder. And let's use all 3 of his SP to move the other boulder. There you go, 5 plus 6 is enough. Boom, like that. That's it for Rook. Then my summon's gonna go. Just gonna go here. Gore shot. He can't block that. 7 plus 6, 13 on this. He got 11. Close. That's gonna deal 2 damage. Actually, you know what? I'll deal her 2 damage. I just dealt her 2 damage to deal him 6 damage, and then he's gonna die. And there you go. So now we're just going to clean up. We're going to send Patrick over here. We're going to send Rook over here. We're going to send all these characters through the tunnels. I'm not going to get urgency tokens because as soon as he gets this, then next turn he's going to exit. You know, this is all academic at this point. And you know what? If I had enough, I could have gone to the end over there to get that chest. But you know what? I won't bore you with the rest of this mission. It's pretty much done. I got really lucky with my rolls on this one. They kept missing me, especially at the beginning with the Waterlow and the Fragors. None of their bulbs exploded because of that amazing skill called like the Shadows. A really good skill. All right, so let me know if I did anything wrong, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.